I say new show, who dis? And I like your shirt because it kind of plays to it, Kratz. That was very, very nicely played. Very,
Thank
very
you.
nicely
Thank
played.
you.
That's a Tony Gwynn baseballism shirt. Those things sold out forever. I think they're back available now, but
I think
anyway,
they just
it
got
plays
back. Yeah.
into they're back. Okay, cool. Friar territory is the show. Kyle Glazer is one of the best voices in baseball. He's been on our show plenty. He knows prospects, he knows baseball, MLB, and he knows the Padres. He's covered them as a beat writer in the past. He's out in the scene there in San Diego. He lives out there, and he brought on two co-hosts that not only know the team, but played for the team and were a big deal there. Mike Cameron and Heath Bell was a big deal closer for the San Diego Padres. So subscribe to Friar Territory wherever you get your pods. And we have a little quote from their first episode, which covered the ownership battle going on right now in San Diego that is frankly holding them back from transactions.
And I think the concern now is, once again, 15 years later or so, you have another lawsuit involving ownership. And I think because so many in San Diego have lived through this before, they're concerned. I mean, the last time there was a legal issue involving ownership, it set the franchise back a decade and completely stalled their upward progress.
The players are going to pretty much be predominantly focused on getting ready for the baseball season. I'm sure they'll hear a lot more once going into spring training. They may even have a meeting about it. And the guys that live in San Diego year round, I'm sure they know about it. But majority of everyone is getting ready to go out to Arizona, to Peoria to get ready to play in the season. And they'll hear a lot of different things from the media starting once the spring training starts. But I don't think the players really focus in on that. As far as like what is the fight is all about, the lawsuit, those different things. I just think that players normally get ready to play for the season, and they allow those other things to handle themselves.
Good stuff from Mike, and then Heath Bell will be on the next episode. So AJ, I'll just add to this and then get your thoughts on the current situation, because we did get news kind of during the show yesterday that was a response from Matt Seidler, who, is on the other side of the battle with Scheel, who is the widow of Peter Seidler, the late owner of the Padres. So Matt filed a legal answer to Scheel's lawsuit, and the filing does not mention Roki Sasaki by name, this tweet from Dennis Lin, but it describes the suit as recklessly suggesting that relocation was being considered while the Padres pursued him. They didn't say his name. I have the quote in the reply. It says, during a crucial time when Padres management was in late negotiation stages with a star pitcher, Scheel's lawsuit recklessly suggested that Matt and his brothers were plotting to relocate the Padres elsewhere.
What? Relocate where? Where are they going to go? Where are they going to go? The Padres are the perfect place in San Diego. They're the only team in town. They freaking pack the ballpark every day. Where the heck are the Padres going to go? They ain't going anywhere. That's craziness to me, because they're going to stay right where they're at, which is in San Diego, as they should.
That's why this is just such legal, like, foo-foo fighting. Like, it's so foofy. Kratz, like, first of all, no one believed that they were relocating. But also, for me, the next layer is late stage negotiations. Okay, you were a finalist. Every team, including executives with the Padres, thought that their conversation showed them that Roki Sasaki had his mind made up and he was info sucking. He was collecting intel and playing out the process so it didn't seem like he had a predetermined decision. So I'll just add that to the table too. It's not like her words about relocation made him go, oh, what? They might not be here during the course of my career. Come on. I mean, his representation's smarter than that. They would have sat him down and said, there is a 0% chance that this team is moving. You do not have to worry about that. The legal battle has nothing to do with your career. Does it have to do with some transactional freezes right now? Yes, but it's not affecting much in his life.
This is petty. This is petty by them to say, oh, well, essentially insinuating that her lawsuit hampered the negotiations. Stop. Like, it didn't.
You're right.
Don't try to win over the kids in a divorce. Like, get it together, figure it out. What's best for the organization, what's best for the team moving forward, so that the city can get what they crave, what they come out and they win. They break attendance records all the time for. They want to see a World Series championship.
Carlos in the chat goes, let's move the team to Tijuana.
I mean, come on.
Come on. The San Diego Padres run the city for sports. They run the city.
That's the only team.
No one bought
That's the only team they have. I mean,
Exactly.
that's it. The major team. Now they have, some other smaller stuff, but it's the only team they have. The Chargers gone, Clippers gone, right? They don't have a hockey team. They have I think they have a women's soccer, NWSL league team, which I think does okay. But the major four sports, they have one, and it's the Padres, and they sell that place out. How many nights last year in a row did they set attendance records? It was like new attendance record. It was every day. The people love the Padres. They're doing a great job. Their ballpark's awesome. The area has revitalized around the ballpark. It's a perfect fit. They just need to go out and continue to try to win because eventually they'll get there.
They're going to keep filling up that ballpark too. Will they be as good this year as last year? No. Right now, their roster is not as good on paper. Some big losses. Profar, Tanner Scott, etc. Anyway,
They're still really good.
No, they are still really good. I agree. Kyle Glazer, Mike Cameron, Heath Bell will join as well. Part of the FT network. It's called Friar Territory. Go check it out wherever you find shows like this.